All right, let's talk about the secret to finally locking in. We're going to figure out how to stop just setting goals and actually start achieving them.
I mean, really think about it. Why is it that our biggest goals, our New Year's resolutions, start with all this fire in January, only to completely fizzle out by February? What's the deal with that?
We see these trends everywhere online, right? Last year it was the winter arc, and this year everyone's talking about the great lock-in.
But for most of us, let's be honest, it's the same story on a loop. You tell yourself, this is it. This is the year I'm going to finally do it. Then a couple months later, you're right back where you started, stuck in the exact same old habits.
So what gives? What's the real difference? Why do some people actually succeed while the rest of us just seem to drift endlessly? Well, to find the answer, we need to look at the guy who basically wrote the playbook on this.
Let's rewind back to a 17-year-old Kobe Bryant. Now, he wasn't a global superstar yet. He was just a kid with this incredibly powerful mission. I wanted to prove everybody wrong that told me I couldn't do it. That one sentence, that was all the fuel he needed.
So how did he do it? It wasn't magic. His entire career was built on 3 powerful pillars of discipline. But here's the key. These pillars didn't just stand on their own. They were all in service of proving that one single-minded belief right. And here they are. 1, master your time. 2, build a routine. And 3, create a system. So let's break down what each of these actually means.
All right, pillar number 1, master your time. This is the absolute bedrock of discipline. And honestly, it's where most people fail before they even get started.
4 a.m. For 20 years, this was the time Kobe Bryant woke up to hit the gym. Before his teammates even opened their eyes, he had already finished 2 full workouts. Insane, right? So why would he do that? It's because he understood a fundamental truth that most of us just, take for granted. Time is the only resource you can never, ever get back. And look, this is the daily choice we all make. For every hour you spend just mindlessly scrolling, someone else is using that exact same hour to build a business, to learn a skill, or to get one step closer to the life they actually want. It's the same 60 minutes.
And this leads us perfectly into pillar number 2, build a routine. Because you see, mastering your time is pretty pointless if you don't use it consistently. Here's the crucial point. Repetition isn't flashy, it's not always fun, but it is absolutely necessary. Kobe ran the same drills every single day. You don't need to chase motivation, you need to chase repetition. Because over time, with enough of those small steps, locking in stops being something you have to force yourself to do. It just becomes a habit. It becomes who you are. And that brings us to the third pillar that ties it all together. Create a system. This is what separates focused work from just being busy.
Because let's be real, goals without a plan are just words on a page. You can say you want to start a business all you want, but without a system, a concrete plan of action, that's all it's ever going to be, just words.
Kobe knew this better than anyone. He wouldn't just go shoot some hoops. He'd study 5 hours of film from a single game. He tracked thousands of his own missed shots just to figure out why he missed. See, he didn't just work harder, he worked smarter. He had a system. But even that isn't the whole story. There was something else driving all of it. Okay, so you master your time, you build a routine, and you create a system. You now have discipline. But there's a secret ingredient, a catalyst that ignites all of that hard work. And without it, none of the rest really matters. It's the power of delusion. So what in the world is delusional belief? It's the act of tricking your own mind. It's believing so completely that the person you want to become already exists. You start to act like them, you start to see the world through their eyes. Think about it like this. To fall asleep, you must first pretend to be asleep. That's how it works. So to become the person who is truly locked in, you have to start acting as if you already are that person, right now. So when you put all of these pieces together, the practical, nitty-gritty discipline, and this incredibly powerful mindset, you finally get the winning formula. And here it is, the secret sauce. Delusion plus discipline equals being locked in. The delusion is the unwavering belief. That's your why. The discipline is the daily action. That's your how. You absolutely need both. And honestly, no one said it better than Kobe himself. You have to be delusional enough to believe it's possible and disciplined enough to prove yourself right. If you only have delusion, you're stuck in a fantasy. And if you only have discipline, you'll eventually burn out. You need both working together.
Which brings us to the final crucial question. It's not about whether you can follow a plan. It's about whether you have the audacity to believe in the person you want to become. So I have to ask you, are you delusional enough?